Alright guys, we're back. Now orbiting the moon with our Mooner refueling station and lander station. I had no idea, but our good friend Kerbin here has had this whole place to himself. This whole time he's been just orbiting in this this masterpiece of a moon space station all by himself in his capsule. So what I've done is I've transferred all the fuel that I got. This is a robotic rocket that I kind of have, a refueling rocket that I made. This is the lander, a reusable lander that we've used a couple times. I want to say that Tomv came with the two guys who went down with the... no, that was its own mission. Huh, I wonder why he's by himself, to be honest. I don't know what happened to the rest of his crew. But we're going to put him in this capsule, and then, you know what that means? That means there's 2 extra available seats in his capsule, where we can try our dangdest to rendezvous with the space station orbiting the planet Kerbin. And, whoop. Alright, go in butt first, that's fine. We can rendezvous with the station and pick up 2 people, and then we have an extra seat on that other one. And then I wonder how many seats, or how many astronauts are left around Kerbin. But yeah, good stuff. The problem I had with this space station was that it's constantly tumbling. All the ports and all the things that are connected, it's just constantly tumbling. It was a pain in the butt to try to rendezvous with. But we're full up on fuel in all areas. Well, that's not going to tell us. That's the whole station. But let's disconnect here and get Tomv home, because he's just been... the ultimate introvert here. There's nobody on the surface. There is a lander on the surface near the Neil Armstrong monument, but that was a crash landing, and in one of the previous episodes we sent a rescue robotic lander, which I think is actually this thing. This was the robotic rescue lander. So, in case you were wondering, but regardless, let's try to do this in a favorable position. Let's undock. It gave us correct control. Let's... whoop. No, not go towards, but back away before the thing tumbles into our faces. Very nice. It doesn't matter that we keep that open. It's not like we're launching through an atmosphere, but alright, see you later. Moon Station, you're no longer needed. Tomv Kerbin. Look forward to finally going home. I hope you didn't have some sort of family or anything who was waiting for you. But I assure you, your wife has remarried. So yeah, let's plan a plan to get home and perhaps rendezvous with the space station and get a few more guys in these empty seats on this capsule. Indeed. Alright guys, we are back with Tomv Kerbin orbiting on the dark side of the moon. Seeing Kerbin set in the distance. I've got a plan set forth. The problem, quick save, the problem with the whole setup that we have here is that the station, and consequently our capsule with Tomv on board, is orbiting the moon in this direction, whereas the space station around Kerbin is orbiting in the opposite direction. So what I've planned, what I think I'm doing, perhaps properly, maybe a 60% chance that I'm doing this right, is burning kind of in an odd situation. Really, the best way to burn to go home would be to burn over here and just go straight home. But by burning early, what I'm going to do, hopefully, is get out into this purple orbit, and then I'll actually be heading in this direction. I think. That's my plan. That's why I quick saved, in case that doesn't work. It's always possible to change your direction, but that takes a lot of power. Oh, what's that? I never knew there was an additional menu up here. Hello! Only been playing the game for so many years, or a little bit more than a year, but yeah, that's the plan so far. We've got 3 minutes till our burn. Once again, I still don't know what the burn is. It's very dark. Is this engine not activated? All right. Activated our engine. Let's do a test burn to see how much the actual burn has to be. 33 seconds. It's looking at 33 seconds, and it's 2 minutes away, so I'll wait for T-minus 16, 17 seconds. That should be good. And I should hit it because I just totally kind of screwed up my orbit there. But yeah, we're going to do that, and hopefully my plan works. Just fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed for Tom V. Kerbin. Woo! Alright, really quick, I wanted to bring you back. I think this is all happening right, but moment of truth is going to be when we actually officially get into moon escape. As you can see, no turning back now, but it appears I'm already on the proper path. So let's experience this disappointment together when it is not actually what I wanted. You can do it. Come on, a little faster. And... boop. Yes, okay, things are happening. And I am traveling in this direction, which was exactly what I wanted. I think I just basically used the moon's momentum to bring that in. So yes, traveling in the right direction. My current periapsis is about 568 kilometers. The station in orbit's at 500. So that should give me plenty of time to adjust things for a rendezvous. Then I'll have to bring my apoapsis way down to match, and then we can dock and fill up these 2 seats, and perhaps we can bring everybody home without ever launching an additional spacecraft. That would be a feat indeed. Put some socks on your feet. Alright guys, we are back, and we are approaching the Kerbal National Space Station. Let me do my parking maneuver, coming in a little bit hot. Whoa, I should have started that a lot sooner. Whoa, that was close. That's what we like, though. Talk about your... Ooh, now we're heading the wrong way. Whoops, sorry. Let's stop that. Stop. Let's just get nice and parked. There we go. That's about perfect. Yikes, that happened fast. I had to do a couple extra maneuvers. I can't really, since I've already altered my orbit to match, but I had to actually, I thought I was going to intersect right away, which would have been magical, but it turned out not to be the case. And I had to do a bunch of things, and I actually had to get into a lower orbit to catch back up to the station. For whatever reason, the calculations for the planning maneuvers and things like that seems to fall apart when you're trying to rendezvous with a spacecraft that's actually in a lower orbit than you are. I don't know why that is. It could just be my own lack of skills, but from the moon to Kerbin orbit to the Kerbal National Space Station, Tom V. Kerbin has made it. And now he will dock and see how many people we could take home in this ancient capsule that has been orbiting the moon for a long, long time. So let's dock and get that over with. Whoa, whoa, easy, easy. Alright. This is the part of the update I'm looking forward to, is the ability to actually control your ship when you need to. I'm trying to figure out where the docking ports are on this thing. I think there are a few. There is one of those 4 connectors, isn't there? Because I think I designed it wrong, and it's actually... So 2 of them are being blocked by the... what are those things called? Solar panels! Solar panels. Indeed. Indeed. And as you can see, I also have a secondary. This is the same design refueler that's actually up in Mooner orbit. We are kind of on a collision course. Easy there, fellas. Let's turn on the RCS to have a little bit more control. Alright. Now I need to set this port as my target. Very nice. Let me try to do a better job here of what I'm doing. Alright, let's just take it easy. Let's get into chase view. No. Now we're heading away from the thing. Dang it! Alright, this is the way to do it. This is how we do it. As Belle Biv DeBow, isn't that who did it? Who? I don't know. I don't know hip-hop. I apologize. I don't know early 90s hip-hop. Check out that shadow on the panels. Very nice. Let's get lined up properly with the port. I don't think this is tumbling too bad. Alright, now we've got our targets. Very nice. How close are we? Alright. This angle made it seem like I was deceivingly close. We're still a good distance away. 32 meters to be exact, if I was to just look at the numbers provided to me by the video game that I am currently playing. Careful of those solar panels, please. I appreciate it. A little bit at a strange angle here, that's fine. Let's go a little bit slower if we can. That doesn't seem right at all, but it tells me that we're doing the right thing. That might be right after all. Easy, easy. Oop, oop, oop. Watch your target. Should be smack dab. Come on. Smack dab. Oh, God, it almost broke off. That was terrifying. Let's turn off the SAS. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. Come on, magnetism. Yes! We've docked. We have docked indeed. Now we are tumbling out of control, but Tomve, Salmon. Salmon is in this, which is officially a capsule. For some reason, the game doesn't tell you who's in the non-capsules, these things. We've got Camney and Buzz, and Geoffwise. So, if my math is correct, I have 2 open seats in this capsule, 1 open seat in the capsule in Minmus, which I'm going to hopefully be able to bring here. So I'm going to, regardless, with 4 people, Salmon, Empty, Jeff, Camney, and Buzz. I'm still going to need to launch a spacecraft to collect the final Kerbonaut up here on the Kerbal National Space Station. Oh boy, our workload just got a little bit heavier, so I'll have to decide how to do that. And first things first, I don't know, I feel like I should leave this connected and then fly the one from Minmus over here. I think we'll do that. Sounds like a plan, Kurt. Thanks, Kurt. Such a great guy with those plans. I know, aren't I? So flattering. And a seamless transition. We are back. Well, we never left. This is probably mid-episode, part 2 of bringing all of our Kerbals home before we end this save file and upgrade to the latest version of Kerbal Space Program. It's been a few days, actually, since I recorded that last segment. Just as I had anticipated, the newest version of Kerbal Space Program was indeed released. Just as I released that episode. Good timing, Kurt. Anytime. Let's get... what I'm doing here is we're back around Minmus, obviously. Gotta bring these guys back. Orhat was in the lander, so I'm gonna get him out and into the capsule. But yeah, that episode came out. Continuing part 2 here. We are going to try to get this capsule into an orbit around Kerbin, about 500 kilometers up. And, ooh. And then from there, rendezvous with the Kerbal National Space Station. There we go. Rendezvous with the Kerbal National Space Station with the other guys, and, we have 1 spare seat in here, which means there's still 1 seat needed to bring 1 more person Kerbonaut home, so we will do our best to wrap that up this episode. Who knows? But yeah, let's get these guys home. I've got a Oh, I did have a maneuver planned, but it apparently canceled itself since I switched guys. Let me undock. No. Back away from the refueling depot. Alright. Well, now I have to replan that maneuver. Alright, hold on. Let me do that, and I'll cut right back in with you when I have this maneuver planned. Alright guys, we're back, and I've reset up re-enabled the maneuver. We were just passing over Faring Frozen Lake, where we just came from, where we planted a flag. We shall return in a future version. We shall return. Perhaps not this specific frozen lake, but to the surface anyway. We have Rodbass and Orhat here. Our maneuver is going to take us down to 700 kilometers. I adjusted it to be less than that at certain points, but I then had problems interacting with the moon. So I'm going to try to avoid the moon and get at least down to 700 kilometers. Our burn is coming up here in a few seconds. I did kind of a initial burn to figure out how long of a burn they wanted this to be. They say 18 seconds, so we'll try for that. Rodbass, Orhat, ready to go home? You guys right now are the furthest Kerbals from Kerbin. Oh god, I should have been burning a long time ago. Sorry. Hopefully that doesn't make you smack into the moon. That could be bad. And... stop. That's pretty good. Pretty close. Pretty accurate, if I do say so myself. And I do... oh, uh-oh. I should pass by it rather unscathed. The moon. Let's hope for that. Let's very much hope for that. Let's delete this maneuver. Alright, so what it's going to do is it's going to take us out, and then we're going to continue on, and we're already orbiting in the correct direction. The station is orbiting this way, so we don't have to do anything fancy like we did with the moon capsule we brought back. But yeah, I do realize the new version is out, and a lot of people are reporting. I know I may or may not have falsely reported at the beginning of the last episode that the whatchamadoozit, the save files get corrupted with the new version. Apparently, people are saying that they're having decent luck not having to reset their save files, so perhaps that's the case. I'm still going to do it just because I feel like it's time to start with a fresh, clean slate and try to experience the game from the get-go without any preconceived notions holding us back, I guess. I don't know. But I guess, yeah, start it fresh, a new quote-unquote season. I did also mention that the... boop. Yeah, this is working out. That the... oh, that brought us further away. The, all these additions they're making are for the eventual addition of the campaign mode. That's still not near completion or inclusion in the game quite yet. I suppose I should specify they don't want it. Whoa. See, that's why I don't use fast forward too much. I feel like I'm gonna fast forward past a important moment. But yeah, that's a ways away as far as the versions of the game go still. So yeah, I just want to finish this up and then we'll upgrade, I promise. I'll check out all the new things. But speaking of new things, let's make sure we safely pass by the moon here. Which, yeah, that's obviously going to happen. There she goes. Whoa, hello, camera. Yeah, it might have had a little bit of a tug on our orbit, making it a little bit less precise, but I think we should be good. Alright, so we will reconnect with you when I hopefully am able to reconnect with this guy, the Kerbal National Space Station. Indeed. Alright guys, we're back, and as you can see, we are approaching the Kerbal National Space Station, at quite significant speed. Let's hopefully get a little bit more of a smoother transition than we did with the last mission. Down to 50, less than a kilometer. Oh, might have done that too soon, actually. I should try to make my approaches to targets as fast and smooth as the last one was. That's a little bit dangerous, though. Alright, so yeah, we're here. I did have to do about, I think, what did I do? Like 3 maneuvers on my way in, but I was able to actually make this rendezvous from an external, a larger orbit down to this orbit instead of having to duck in to a closer orbit like I did in the last one. It just takes a little bit of extra finesse. This is obviously docking with a space station coming from a moon or something like that is not something that's very fuel conservative. So if you don't have the fuel for this sort of thing, it's pretty difficult, especially since you still want fuel left over in order to return back to your planet. Let me do that. Bring our target velocity down to 0, so we're kind of parked. And now we can make everybody sick by changing the cameras. Woo! And then, see if we can't get ourselves a little bit closer. Whoa, whoa, alright. Oh, an eclipse! An eclipse from the moon! How very appropriate. I honestly don't know why, but it's appropriate! Oh, I meant to turn on the SS. Cool! It's an eclipse, guys. Too bad it doesn't show that on the planet. You know, like there's no shadow that crosses across the planet. Perhaps in future versions of Kerbal Space Program there will be. But for now we're just trying to dock. Dock? I suppose technically we don't really even need to dock. We could just fly, you know, on EVA. Look they're freaking out at the eclipse. Our guys. Our guys to Kerbin. Alright, let's turn on the old headlights and the RCS. Alright. Slow ourselves down a little bit. Yeah, let's slow ourselves down a lot a bit. Hey guys! Miss us? Well, wait, I don't know if you ever were on a mission with us, to be honest with you. Although I do believe... Oh, I was going too fast. I do believe parts of the Minmus refueling station were actually... I sent from the regular moon to Minmus. So, all these recycled parts that have been in orbit, yeah, I mean, a lot of these... I don't think the, this RCS module. Oh, look at how the light shined upon it as the music. But yeah, I don't think these RCS pods, these fuel tanks, have this much capacity anymore. I think it's something less. All right, let's see. All right, I've somehow positioned myself in a direction that is nowhere near any docking ports. I mean, I could theoretically retract these and then dock right there, but I think I'll do a backflip around here, maybe. Because I'm stylish like that. Alright, let's try not to hit. There we go. Alright. And yeah, we could probably dock. I guess since I'm here... Whoop. Hello. Since I'm here, that docking port should do just fine and dandy. Kind of doing this weird, but... Set as targets. And I was going to say, I notice I watch a few other Kerbal Space Program Let's Plays, I suppose you could say. And I know I'm not as frequent in my episodes as many would enjoy. It's because I play a lot more, obviously, than Kerbal Space Program, but I don't know. There's a lot of different methods. One of my favorite is I forget his YouTube username. I bet you he's just like myself. He's somebody who regrets his YouTube username as well. Danny 26989 or something like that. But you know, Danny, he doesn't do commentary. He does kind of the quick cuts with the snarky. Well, not snarky, but his text overlays, and his cursor is kind of his own character. Something I find interesting with him. There's that style where it's just kind of funny clips and things. There's obviously Scott Manley, who does a lot more. What's the word I want to look for? Not almost tutorial-ish, but he certainly has a lot more technical know-how, and he does a lot more complicated things. And then there's the live commentary, which I guess you could say, like myself, I don't do post commentary. I commentate as I play, but I find that I include a lot of stuff. Like I don't cut out a lot of this. You know, most people would just cut this out and okay, we've docked. Even, you know, you've seen me dock a spacecraft like 50 times before, yet I still feel the need to include it. I don't know if that's... I think that's good. I think it's something perhaps unique with my Let's Play. Alright. It's telling me I'm lined up. I feel a little bit off-center. Yeah, sometimes disabling SAS works, sometimes it doesn't. There we go, that time it worked. Wow, check out this complex. So now we have... Oh yeah, the eclipse, that's awesome. That is so awesome. Oh, I need a screenshot of this. Quickly now. Let's get, I wish I could get Kerbin in the picture as well. What happens if I turn off the lights? I'm trying to make this as dramatic as possible. How do you do a screenshot? F1? No, F2. Oh, and then F1. Oh, okay. The Mayans have predicted it. It is technically the end of this world because I am going to delete the world save, but wow, that's pretty cool. I don't know that I've seen an eclipse like this before. Very cool indeed. Alright, so let us transfer our guys, and we get to decide who gets to go home now and who has to wait for a docking capsule. We have, in this crew hatch, Salmon Kerman. I suppose he could join since he is directly connected. Where is Salmon? There he is. Yeah, this is his view. That's his spaceship he's going to go home in right there, I guess. So I guess it would be most appropriate if he, right now, got out and... on EVA, Salmon. Yep, there you are. Let's let go. Turn on our RCS. Perhaps from here you can enjoy your own view of the eclipse. That's so cool. I like that a lot. Screenshot. So let's get him in this capsule, and then all 3 seats should be taken, I believe. Whoa, Salmon! Watch your head, Salmon. Salmon? Salmon. Almond-crusted salmon, Kerbin. Alright, let's slowly come in here, and up, forward, sideward, grabward, and boardward. Alright, so now we have... yeah, Orhat, Rodbass, and Salmon on board. And then over here, I believe it was only... Tomve was in there, but we have elsewhere on this vessel. We have... Empty, Jeffwise, Camney, and Buzz. I feel like Buzz should be the last guy back. So let's get Camney out. Let's have him let go, turn on his RCS. He's going in that one, so be careful of the solar panels, please. I don't know that I could actually do anything harmful to them, but... Very delicate maneuvers. Oh gosh, that one's in my way. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Alright, let's go down, forward. No, oh, watch that solar panel. Slow it up, forward. Watch your head, up. Grab, double grab. Alright, go back. And, oh, we're board. Alright, we are on board. So what did I say? Buzz is going to be the last guy back. Jeff Wise is going to go on EVA. He's not grabbing on, so that's fine. Let's have him go the long way around, I suppose. That's so cool. Let's see here. Alright, Jeff Wise. Alright, you're getting a little bit too happy with your EVA pack there. Oh, that's another thing. There was upon release of the newest version of Kerbal Space Program, they released a trailer, and you guys have told me many times that yes, Kerbin was featured in the trailer. And he was testing out an EVA pack, because one of the additions is the crew management and education, you know, training, I guess. You get to choose your crew before you go on a mission, not just randomly. Alright, what do we got? Got tons of fuel in here. Oh man, there's an entire refueling pod right here. Let's have one of these guys come home, just for now. We can have a little bit of fireworks. Maybe somehow check out the eclipse from the surface of Kerbin. So I think it's going to be Tom Vey, since he's been orbiting the moon for such a long time. Camney and Jeff Wise are going to be coming home. So let's decouple, undock, whatever. Let's choose that spacecraft. Thank you very much, RCS. Back her up. They're all getting strapped in. We can't... Whoa, hello. Excuse me. Going through the capsule. We can close the shield here, because we do not need to be docking anymore. And yeah, let's do a re-entry, so I'll rejoin you when we're ready to do such a thing with these guys. They have a parachute, don't they? Yes, they have a parachute. Okay. It's always worth checking. Let's adjust our staging to make sure that doesn't all happen at once. All right. Ready to go home. All right, guys, we're back, and as you can see, we are about to come out of space. Once we pass the 70-kilometer threshold, the music should stop. Yep, abruptly stopped. Let us disconnect this stage. There we go. Did that a little bit sideways. Let us get back on a little bit of a better re-entry angle like that. Very nice, perfect. What is that? There's a seam ripping open in the world. We did miss the eclipse. It went by pretty quick once we did this orbit here, so oh well, we'll have to deal with it. But on our way home, starting to still pick up a little bit of speed. It's very bright inside the capsule, but I think we're ready to come home. I guess we can watch this happen as we go. Oh, I didn't deploy or retract the solar panels there. Oh, here we go, kind of pitching downwards. Not what I want to do, but really doesn't matter that much, I guess. Plenty of ocean beneath us, so I don't think we have to worry about a land landing once again. Start feeling the heat effects. Tom Vey, Jeff Wise, Camney. Usually happens about 30 kilometers or so, isn't it? Yep. Woo! Turning back to Kerbin. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he is kind of freaking out a little bit. What is going on? What's with all the heat? The heat? Yeah, this is not exactly the way you want to come back in, but we'll take it. Oh, there goes the solar panels. Cool. That's awesome. I just want to leave those open from now on, just so we'll get some sort of debris effect. That's cool. Sounds like, what is that sparkliness? Solar panels! Yay! Good times indeed. I had good luck deploying the parachute at about 5 kilometers last time, so I think we'll follow the same path, suppose you could say. Textbook re-entry angle here. We're sitting upright and everything for maximum comfort of our Kerbonauts. And deploying the drag chute in 3-ish, 2-ish, 1-ish. We're going to assume that happened all right from inside the cockpit. Yes, that did. Well done. Slowing down. Look at they have some of like the G-forces on their faces. That's gonna splash down. It might be a little loud. Shield your ears. Ah, they seem to have fixed the way too loud water re-entry splash noises from a distance. So yeah, here we go. Awesome, awesome news. Awesome re-entry. Good job, guys. Can we see the parachute? Oh, it's always impossible to see your own parachute. Some sort of life lesson there. Put that on a fortune cookie. It's hard to see your own parachute when you're re-entering through the Earth's atmosphere. Indeed. All right, come on, splash down. And then next, I might have to build a spacecraft, a robotic capsule, perhaps, that can fly itself to the Kerbal National Space Station, pick up Buzz Kerman, and then we'll bring him and the other 3 Kerbonauts home and wrap this save file up.